What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazique, and this is the 60-Second Assassin. We're talking about Canelo Alvarez, Edgar Berlanga. The fight pretty much went as I expected it, as most people expected. Just overall, Canelo too much from a boxing acumen standpoint, hand speed, all of that. He drops Berlanga, I believe, in the third round, pretty much cruises to the victory after that. One of the things that really stood out to me, though, and I'm not saying that this would have made a huge difference either way, but Berlanga seemed to me just happy to have been there in this fight. He didn't seem like he came in hell bent on winning. Like, did he prove he was tough? Yes. Did he prove he wouldn't just lay down? Yes. But I don't think he ever really thought he had a chance to win, and that might not sit well with some of his fans. Now, let's talk about Canelo Alvarez and what's potentially next for him. Canelo has said that he would like to rematch Dmitry Bivol. Now, of course, that's assuming Bivol beats Artur Beterbiev on October 12th in Saudi Arabia, which is a pretty big if. I mean, you got to think about it. Beterbiev is 20-0 with 20 knockouts. But I'm favoring Bivol right now. I just think that his jab, his overall boxing ability is going to be a little bit too much for Beterbiev. I think he takes too many shots. But I'm not sure that Bivol is going to fight Canelo in a rematch, because Canelo may want that fight to take place at 168 pounds. Bivol has no reason to do that. He already clearly beat Canelo in the first fight. Canelo might have to take a look at somebody like the winner of Skull and Shivkin, whether or not he's going to find out who his next opponent is going to be. It's going to be interesting to find out. I think Canelo might be at a place where he's starting to feel like, man, maybe I might need to fight somebody that actually I won't be a massive favorite over. We'll see. Let's talk about Noche UFC, the Sphere. Man, I personally wasn't there, but I can tell you from everybody that I've talked to who was there, they said the experience inside this place was absolutely unbelievable. And you know what? I believe it, because watching the broadcast was crazy. Like, I know that Dana White has said that he wants this to have been a one and done. I don't know if that was marketing to try to, kind of sell this as more of a destination. Hey, come check it out. As far as we know, this is something he's going to plan to do annually, or he's going to move this around and have like a Sphere date here and there. He was suggested, I think Ben Askren is one of the people who suggested it. Hey, you should do this for Independence Day for America. I think you should do it for Black History Month in February. Make an awesome pay-per-view in February to celebrate the contributions of African Americans to mixed martial arts. I think that would be dope too. Either way, we want to see another event at the Sphere. Let's talk about the actual event, Noche UFC. I think from an action standpoint, it didn't necessarily deliver for most of the fight. Now, Daniel Zellhuber and Esteban Zabovic's fight was amazing. It's one of the best fights you'll ever see. Had a sequence there in the second round. It's just totally unbelievable. Zabovic's won the fight by split decision. So that was a crazy good fight. There was a couple other good fights earlier, but the top two fights I don't think are fights that a lot of people were going to love. I personally enjoyed the dominance that Valentina Shevchenko showed over Alexa Grasso. I think she proved she's actually the better fighter of the two, and I know this was their third fight, and they're technically 1-1-1, but it should be 2-1 Valentina. The Merab Dvalishvili victory over Sean O'Malley was just pure dominance, excellent game plan. A lot of people don't give Merab much credit for having much of a fight IQ, but I thought he executed his game plan well. Did O'Malley look flat and kind of frozen to a degree? He did. I don't know what it was. I think that in a lot of ways, Sean O'Malley is probably pretty overrated. I think the persona, the style in which he was winning, being able to avoid pure wrestlers on his way up, with this ascension, was something that I think was kind of curated by the UFC once they realized they had a potential star on their hands. And I think that's what we really saw with O'Malley. I think he essentially got exposed. Now, he's too young for me to say, oh, he just can't fix it. But to be honest, it's really up to him to kind of decide which direction he's going to go. Sean O'Malley could fight out his UFC contract, try to get strikers like dealt to him, and then he could basically go to boxing and get some enormous, crazy paydays because he's already started back and forths with people like Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis. He could do that and make himself a ton of money and kind of stay away from the matchups that put him in a bad situation. I mean, I totally believe Gervonta Davis will knock him through the back of the wall. Just that'll happen. But he will be very handsomely paid for getting knocked through that wall. So we'll find out if that happens. But that's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate you watching. God bless. Peace.